Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm going a little off the cuff today. Yesterday was a really powerful day for me. I feel like I've reconnected so deeply with the person that I've always been. I didn't even recognize it as like fear. But I had things going on that were, making me not be myself. It was these little pressures that had become so ingrained about, oh, you gotta act this way to be kind and polite, and it's so important to be kind to people and stuff. And I realized how much I was not being kind to myself, how much I was not being kind to nature as a whole, and not just like the nature you see around you, but my own nature, our own nature. We chain ourselves up in chains and chains and chains. I mean, sure, the ego is a chain, but there's all these fucking chains of this need for money and these ideas that we have to be a certain way and to fit into society, and that if you're going to make change, you have to make change from within the system in incremental means. And it's no, that's why we're in this situation, is because people have stopped being themselves and are too afraid to start being themselves. And they go to these places that, my job is great. For my day job, it's great. It's one of the best I've ever had. But it's still not a place where I can be myself. And reconnecting with myself, I remember that I have a purpose here in this world. And part of that purpose is to be strong. Part of that purpose is to be strong so that other people and other beings and animals and nature can feed into this, right? Not feed off of it, but be a part of this engagement. We are bogged down by so many things, and we think we have to be bogged down so that we can feel like we're good people, so that we're doing the right thing. It's such BS. I'm not out here saying that fuck everyone, leave everyone by the wayside. I'm saying that by doing what's right for me, by thinking of myself, that's the only way I'm ever going to even start to be able to share this with anyone else. You can't help someone when you're tied down. How are you supposed to do anything? The things that I'm tied down by, I want to choose those things. I don't want them forced upon me. And knowing this, the world conforms to my mission, because ultimately I am a part of nature, and nature responds to truth. And we do all kinds of things. And we're like, oh, this is how I feel. We'll say, oh yeah, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. And we'll know in the core of our being that that's not the truth. Sometimes when we're even speaking the truth, saying true things, we're speaking not truth because we're not speaking from a place of truth. We tie ourselves up. And the world wants it to be that way. Society has built it that way. They tell you things like, don't care about appearance, right? Don't worry about your looks, all right? That's vain. Good. I don't care. Call it whatever you want. I want to look good because that's part of the aesthetics of nature. That's part of the aesthetics of truth. I want to be beautiful so that I can reflect the beauty in the world around me. And when other people see me or my energy, I want them to feel that beauty for themselves because they're beautiful too. And the world tells you that, don't don't be too forceful. Don't be too strong. Like you get more whatever with honey, right? I'm going to be exactly how I want. Why, if I'm limiting myself and my natural expressions, what good is that? Who am I helping? How can I help anyone? The world tells us, oh, pride is a sin. Don't be prideful. I know who I am, and I know what I'm doing, and I can be proud of that. And if anyone sees that as something that they need to judge me for, let them judge themselves, because that's all they're seeing. The sin, this idea of sin isn't the actions that you do. Sin isn't taking the right or wrong action. Sin is how you feel about it. Sin is you doing something that was right and then thinking to yourself like, oh, I don't feel good about that. And so you start this internal dialogue. You start this narrative that weakens you, that knocks your own legs out. Sin is that guilt, that shame that you feel because you're not living to your true, authentic nature. This is the reason why the earth is in the situation that it is. Why our mother is about ready to allow us to destroy ourselves. Is because we're not living like we should be. And that doesn't mean of course it means treat the earth better, but it means treating ourselves better. When we can start to be ourselves, we can change the world in more ways than any of these corporate or even personal, external actions can do. When we can stop trying to rely on ourselves and our action and just start to accept our own being, which is given to us from God, then the world will start to heal. The place I'm entering is a place of connection. It feels and looks like it's a place of division and like I said, forcefulness. But there is not a point in my life where I've ever felt like all the aspects of myself are coming together. Where I can look at the gods, the devas in myself, right? And I can see their pride and I can accept it. And I can look at the Asuras, the demonic type forces and their jealousy. And I can accept that I want more for my life and for the world. And that jealousy becomes divine. And I can see the hungry ghost aspect of my own being and the person who I was. And I can admit I am hungry for greater levels of experience. And I could look at the animal part of myself. And I could see the part of myself that needs care and nurture and protection and love. And I can be that person for myself. We have a responsibility to our home. We have a responsibility to ourselves to follow our dreams, to live our dreams, to have dreams that we decide, and to not let anything come in the way of those things. And we don't need to fight those things. I've talked about fearlessness being non-fighting. Absolutely it is. It might look like a fight, and anyone could perceive it as a fight. Let them. Live your life. Live your dream. Make it a reality. And together, we will ascend to the stars. All right, like I said, off the cuff, but I'm pretty sure that was a lot of it. So, love you all, and I will be talking to you soon.